Hello and welcome to How to Play Matches, a game for 2 to 6 players. This game comes to us from Dice Games Properly Explained. It's a family game that could also double as a gambling game where the winner can be exempt from doing some task. Now basically you're going to need 4 dice, 2 of one color, 2 of another. They need to be identical colors so you can figure out which ones are which. And you'll need about 10 markers for each player. One set of dice will be used for setting the point and the other will be used for rolling to either match that point or match faces on that die. Now the point has to be the exact roll, so if we roll a 6-1 on the dice, the black dice will have to match the 6-1 to set a new point. Now basically we'll remove the counters and some method of figuring out who goes first will be done. So however you do it, that's your choice. If a double is rolled on the point set, the roller will then get 2 coins or matches or whatever marker you're using. If a double does not get rolled, then the point will be set and the dice will be passed to the next player on the roller's left. So now that we know we need a 1-2, players will try to set the dice and establish either a 1 or 2 or both. Here we established a double 6, so go ahead and let the record reflect that. Since nothing matched either dice face, the dice will be passed to the next player on the roller's left. And since neither dice face matched the point faces, the dice will then get passed again to the left. Now we do have a match. We have a 2. That'll be worth 1 point. If you match one of the faces, you get 1 point. If you roll a double that matches either of the dice face, you'll get 2 points and you'll get to re-roll. Anytime you score, you'll re-roll. So now we've rolled a 1-4, which means we've scored again. That's a second point for South. So South will get to roll again. He needs a 1 or 2 or a 1-2. If he gets exactly a 1-2, he will then score 3 points, and then he'll get to set a new point, which means he'll roll the green dice. So now we got a 1-5 that matches one of the 1s on the 1-2. So we'll go ahead and set the dice and try to roll it, try to establish that 1-2. We do not have it, so the dice will go to the player on the roller's left, which will be West in this case. He'll roll. He has exactly a 1-2, so he's going to get himself 3 coins. And he's also going to set the new point. And if he rolls doubles on the green, he will then score 2 points and will continue to try to roll more doubles. So in this game, it's important to try to set up for rolling doubles. So those of you who play craps regularly, this is, as you know, a challenge. So we did not get doubles. We instead got a 5-3. Since he set a new point of a 5-3, the dice will go to the next roller on his left, which will be East. East rolls a 1-5, which means he'll score 1 point and get to re-roll. He'll roll again. He's now scored a 6-2. That matches neither face, so the dice will go to South, who will then roll. And he has scored a 5-6. So we have a 6, which matches the 6-3 that was rolled. So now he'll go ahead and roll again. And we have a 4, and since the dice is off camera, I can't see it. Or perhaps it ran off the table at this point. I think it might have ran off the table. So let's go ahead and re-roll that other dice. So right now we know we need either a 3 or a 6 to score a point and retain possession of the dice to continue rolling. And let's see what we ended up getting. We ended up getting a 2, so nope, we do not have it. So we'll go ahead and transfer the dice. Now, those of you confused on why the sum of the dice does not work, that's just the rules of this game. We're not trying to achieve the sum, we're trying to achieve the exact dice face. So now we have a 6-2 that will score West another point. So he'll grab another coin and then he'll re-roll. He's trying to get a 6-3 to set the point. So he's going to set his dice however he thinks will work best. Maybe he'll invert and then roll. And we have a 6 and a 3. So that actually worked. So he'll set the new point. He'll get 3 points. So he'll grab 3 coins. And we're going to be counting because the win state of this is the first player to reach 11 points will have 1. And so now we're going to set a new point. We're going to hope to get a double here. If we get a double, West will have 1, and we do not have a double. We have a 6-4, so the dice will be passed. That was a 6-4. The dice will be passed to the next player on the roller's left, which will be East, who will then try to obtain a 6 or a 4, either as a double or get the exact dice face, or get one of them. He gets a 4-2, which means he will score 1 point, and he will retain possession of the dice, and he'll try to roll again to get that 6-4 that he needs. He has a 5-3. Unfortunately, that does not qualify, so it'll be passed to South, who will then set the dice however he wants and then tries to roll. He has a 6-1, which means he'll score 1 point. He is now at 5, and he'll re-roll. So he needs a 6 or a 4 or a 6-4. And we have a 4-1, so that scores another point for South. He will retain possession of the dice. He is now at 6 points. He rolls, and we got a double 4, which is good because that means he will get 2 coins for the 2 dice faces that he's matched on the 6-4. He's matched a 4 twice, but he didn't match the exact roll. So now we have a 6-4, which is the exact roll. And now you'll note that he's at 8, but he will now be at 11 because 8 plus 3 is 11, which means, of course, that South has gotten the prerequisite number to win, so therefore South wins. So if you enjoyed playing this game or seeing it played and you want to play it yourself and you actually like playing this game a whole lot and you figure this is worth sharing with the world, come to our subreddit card game meetups and post what city you're in. Post a public place within your city, say a library, a restaurant, or somewhere else where you know they let you play card games. And you'll see that link for card game meetups in the show more of the description of this video. You'll also find links to other card game channels that I enjoy, as well as a Discord server where we talk about card games, dice games, and domino games all day, every day. It is definitely a fun place that you definitely belong in, so get there if you're not there already, and do call up your friends. Let them know you'd like to play some dice. If they say no, then they're not really your friends, are they? But if they say yes, go over there and play some dice with them. Do like and subscribe and share these videos with friends that you know love playing card games, dice games, or domino games. And if we have a poll in the community tab, do vote for it. I want to thank today's musicians, and I'll see all of you next video.